I smoke a lot of weed. That's why I'm reading all these things off of a piece of paper, because I can't remember more than 30 seconds at a time. I probably smoke too much. I don't know, maybe not. Just, you know, every day the second I get home from work. Is that too much?
Not really.
Don't tell anybody that I work with, by the way, because then I'd just be, you know, unemployed and at home dicking around on Facebook, and that's just sad. But, hey, watch it. I think I smoke too much. I'm smoking so much that I'm starting to confuse common ailments with just not being high. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. I was like, oh man, I have had the worst headache all day. It's like I can hear everything super clear, and I can focus on shit, and everything keeps happening like as it's happening in real time, and there's no delay like there usually is. And yeah, man, I think you're just not high. What do we take for that? More weed. That's what solves that. I like the self-checkout when I'm high, so I don't have to face another human being as I'm buying all the stupid shit I'm about to put in my face. I'll tell you that, like, the last time I was at a gas station and I'm buying, like, Sour Patch Kids and a bunch of Crunch and Reese's Pieces and some Sweet Tarts. The woman behind the counter goes, "What'd you eat all that candy for?" And my response was, "Just refilling my van." I checked in on Foursquare here earlier. Has anybody used Foursquare?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Awesome.
Okay.
Foursquare is great because when you check in, it tells you like stats about when the last time it was that you checked in there. Sometimes it'll be like, "Congratulations, 10 straight weeks at bars." I'm not sure congratulations is the right word you want there, Foursquare. I would prefer if it was like, 10 straight weeks at bars. Are you okay? 10 straight weeks at bars. Do you need us to call somebody? 10 straight weeks at bars. Would you like to check in to a rehab? You see this new commercial for Lowe's where they talk about how they track your purchases for you? Where the guy's like, yeah, like lets him know like what kind of air filter for his furnace because he buys it there all the time. I like that. That's great for forgetful dads. Probably not so great for serial killers. Every time you're in at Lowe's, you buy a lot of tarps. What's that about? Spending a lot of money on cleaning supplies. A new saw. Are you building another deck? I'll leave you with this one. I was at the grocery store earlier today, and I saw the same cute pharmacist that I see behind the glass every time, and I thought to myself, man, I wish I wasn't so healthy so I would have a reason to talk to her. Like, walk up there, is like, just getting my penis reduction pills again. This thing is such a pain, I got back problems. That's my time. You guys have been great. My name is Sean Daly.
Lay's potato chips came out with a chicken and waffle potato chip. You hear about that? Isn't it strange it came out with that in February? Is that some kind of racist, don't you think? Well, it could be more blatant if they would have came out with a catfish and watermelon flavor. Not to be outdone, Ruffles just came out a couple days ago. I'm not making this up. Google it. Google it, young people. Ruffles came out with a beer-battered onion ring potato chip. Yes. Somebody like that. I don't know. Only thing I want to taste that's been battered is Rihanna, you know? They want me to eat potato chips, so they should come out with a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Kate Upton vagina flavored one. And I'd buy some chips. Find out what Justin Verlander's enjoying there. So. Did you hear about this? It was on, I'm sorry to mention this, John, but it was a story on TV 13's news about this guy in Muskegon had his porn collection stolen. Did you hear about this guy? And Jimmy Kimmel picked up on the story too. I'm not making this guy's name is a black guy in Muskegon, go figure, a black person in Muskegon. His name is Early Johnson. Is that another name for Morningwood? Early Johnson? But he had his porn collection stolen. From what he said, he has every African-American porn movie ever made. And he said it was valued at $7,500. Actually, it was $5,000. Don't ask me how I know. But, yeah. His porn collection stolen. There's some black people in the audience, aren't there? Isn't there? Kev, you're black, right? Yeah. This guy. Yeah. In fact, looking at the porn, I think I saw you in one of the movies. It was a takeoff on the Denzel Washington one, Training Day. It was called Tranny Day. I think it was this guy. I want to find an African-American lady and do a porn movie where they call it White Men Can't Hump. Because I'm old.
So, you know, people think that we have like all big egos on TV and things like that, but it's really hard to maintain a big ego when you get the sort of feedback from people that we get on a regular basis. And so I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. You know, it used to be that people had to call the TV station and actually talk to you if they wanted to complain about something, but now you can use Facebook and email and all that stuff. It makes it totally easy for people to just trash you. No big deal. So I actually brought an actual viewer email that somebody sent me. This is a couple months old, but I saved it because I just found it so worthwhile. Good feedback. Quote, "Weatherman is a retard. Get rid of John's stupid ass and better ratings will come." That's a real email. I'm not even kidding. I wish I were. So my first thought when I saw that was, gentleman makes a strong argument. The second thought I had was, okay, I've got to see what makes this guy tick. Let's see if we can kind of get into his head, see what exactly he doesn't like. So I checked out, he actually did sign his name to the email, which a lot of people don't, so I'll give him credit for that. So I checked him out on Facebook, right? And it turns out his name's Pat. He lives in Muskegon. And so I looked at, okay, what sort of things does Pat like that he doesn't like me? And it turns out he has 2 pages that he likes. First one's Medical Marijuana Academy. I hear their basketball team's doing great this year. Go Stoners. But the second one was boobs and titties. Not even kidding, those are the page he likes. Now, I'm not one to judge. I'm really not. And how do I put this delicately so I might still be able to put this on TV? Because we are taping this, by the way. I personally try to maintain my motorboat license as much as possible, too. But to actually put that on Facebook and say, hey ladies, I'm sexist, I'm shallow, it takes a special breed of individual, am I right? It's really classy. So I figured, this is a guy that I really kind of need to get to know a little bit better. He did not accept my friend request. But I did get a follow-up email later that morning. This all happened in the span of one morning. It was great. The follow-up email said, "You're the worst idiot ever, and you suck at weather." So you can imagine at this point how the rest of the story goes. He ended up being best man at my wedding. Not really. But we are going out for beers after this. No, not really either.
Anybody here have parents older than you? I do. Thank you very much. I'm the oldest of 4 sisters. I have the longest hair, and I have the longest something else, and I do have the biggest wiener. And I say wiener instead of cock because this is a Sunday night show. And the other longest thing I have is the nipples. At least I get laughs and some oohs and ahs. I was raised and brainwashed Catholic. Thank you very much. Today I call myself a recovering Catholic. I was just lucky that I was not rear-ended at an early age. And I say rear-ended instead of butt-fuck because this is the Sunday show. I'm lucky I never have been at any age either. I don't intend to be, so. Girlfriend stuck some beads away up there one night, but that's different.
I've never fucked a black chick. My wife won't let me. She's racist. I grew up next to my grandparents, so I always had babysitters. They were always babysitting when my parents were out smoking weed and shit. True story. My grandpa's favorite game was to hold me down and fart in my face. He always won. So last year at my grandpa's funeral, right before they closed the casket, see you in hell. Yes. You guys like that one, huh?
Marriage is a big thing, obviously, right? A lot of people like getting married, and it's good. And I don't think I could ever get married because there's rules in marriage, right? There's a lot of rules. Like, one of those rules is monogamy, right? Like, you're not supposed to fuck other people, right? You got to know these rules before you get into marriage, right? That's like rule number one. Like, you're not fucking anyone else ever again, right? This is one of those rules. So it's weird to me. Like that, like when you're having sex with your partner, like, oh, this is great, right? But then you got to do like that forever for like 20 years or more or whatever, and that's just weird. I don't understand that. You know, it's kind of like I like eating steak, right? But I don't think I could eat steak alone for 20 fucking years, right? Like, I'd rather go to like a buffet and I could have like Chinese or Mexican or soul food or creamy food or spicy food. Hell, I'd eat even shit off the floor. I'd eat that dirty stuff too. Like, I don't... All right, a lot of married people in here questioning things right now. All right, good for you. He's got a point. Do you guys listen to Christian rock radio? You listen to that? I think they use subliminal messages in Christian rock radio, because whenever I accidentally turn one on, I just think to myself, Jesus Christ! And I'm like, wow, they got me to think about what they wanted me to think about. I was like, wow, good for you, Christian rock radio. You're smarter than I would have thought. Good for you. It's weird. On my way home today, I drove through Flint, and no, not by choice. You had to go through Flint, and there was a billboard on the highway, and it said, "If you see a pothole, give us a call and we'll fix it." So I just called the number and I said, "Fucking 96, fix this shit. It's horrible." This is Flint. I saw a weird article, and it talked about the reasons why women moan during sex. And it's a biological response, everybody. It's thousands and thousands of years ago, women moaned during sex to attract other mates, right? It makes sense to keep the population going and everything, right? That makes a lot of sense. But it's weird, because when I moan during sex, it's to signify that it's over. That it's over. There's the door. What are you waiting for? Why are you still here? I don't...
So my dad would pay attention to me. He's not here, so he can fuck off. But no, he found out I told that joke and I had to apologize to him. And I'm really good at apologizing, but I'm really bad at meaning it. So, what else? Remember when you were a kid also? You used to play that game with your uncle? He'd put his hand out, got your nose, and then he'd give it back. Still waiting for him to give me back my virginity, though. Love the ooze. I have a drinking problem. As you can tell, I'm gonna take a drink right now.
Chuck it.
Shit. But no, I got an MIP. You guys ever got any MIPs? Yeah. I actually got 5 of them when I was in college. The first time I got one, it was nice though. I was making out with this girl downstairs at this party. Wish I was making out downtown, but We didn't get that far because the cops broke in, and I was underage, so they gave me a breathalyzer, took down my information, gave me an MIP. The girl, however, they just gave her the MIP. I'm like, hey guy, isn't she gonna get a breathalyzer? They're like, oh no bro, if she's making out with you, she's obviously drunk. So, but yeah, no, my drinking hasn't stopped. I think I'm gonna get fired from my job soon. Calling in drunk too much. Yeah, it's a rough. Called in high one time. I was on mushrooms. Told them I couldn't come in because the floor was lava. Didn't believe me.
A couple weekends ago, I was downtown at a bar when I convinced this drunk chick that I was Mark Wahlberg's little brother, Willie Wahlberg. She ate that shit up. We were actually on our way back to her place, I'm assuming to make sweet, passionate love, when she looked over at me and she was like, hey Willie, you got any condoms? And I was like, no, I don't have any condoms. So she stopped by a convenience store. She went to the convenience store, came back out, got into her car, and flipped a box of Magnum condoms on my lap. Apparently this chick suffers from wishful thinking. I look at this box of Magnum condoms and all I can say is, oh, apparently there's going to be an African-American gentleman joining us later. Fantastic. Apparently you brought me along to film. Great with a camera. The crazy thing about the story was, like, I went out again the next night downtown to go to a bar because I'm an alcoholic, and I ended up running into that same chick again. And she was furious. She walked up to me and she was pissed. She was like, you are such a lying asshole. I googled Mark Wahlberg today and he doesn't have a little brother named Willie Wahlberg. You lying asshole. And I was like, wait, boo, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes, boo, okay? I'm sorry. I was drunk last night. I got a little mixed up. It was an accident. I'll never lie to you again, baby. The truth is I'm Matt Damon's little brother, Billy Damon. Let's do this. Let's do it. I was standing in line at Walgreens the other day, and I noticed a gentleman behind me. He was in line. He was buying a very odd combination of product. He was buying a package of extra large diapers and a box of Magnum condoms, actually. And I didn't think much of the combination. I just looked at him and I was like, hey man, Magnum condoms must be nice. You're one of the blessed ones. Awesome. Good for you. He looked at me and said, not so much, they're for my boyfriend. I was like, that's why you're buying the diapers. Fantastic. I'm putting it together now. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. It all makes sense. Goodness. Noticed a lot of lovely ladies in the crowd tonight. That's awesome. Beautiful women. Give it up for yourselves, ladies. Yeah. I like my women like I like my vehicles. Black with a big trunk and found on Craigslist. You guys are awesome. No, I'm single. I'm very single. I was dating this one girl for like a month, but things got old. I had to cut it short with her because she's just a prude. She's just sexually uninteresting. And it sucks. The straw that broke the camel's back was one night she was at my place, and I was in the mood for lovemaking. I was horny. So I figured I'm going to seduce this girl really romantically and see if I can't get some ass. So that's what I did. I walked up to her and I was like, hey, beautiful, let me beat it up real quick. You know? Really romantic. She was like, no, Corey, I have an earache. I don't feel like having sex tonight. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I don't want to ear fuck you tonight. I'll keep my dick away from your face. That's what I don't get about chicks is they can go through countless hours of labor pains. They can push an 8-pound baby out of their vagina, yet they can't take dick for 5 minutes with a headache. Come on, ladies. Jesus. And in my case, I don't even need 5 minutes, you know? I'll drink a Red Bull, set my dick to total devastation, and be done with your ass in like a minute 15 tops, you know? I'll be done.
I think this is interesting. I think it's interesting how some guys whistle at pretty girls and those girls carry whistles because of those guys. Very interesting. So a bird shit on my car the other day. There was no actual shit, he just made a lot of negative comments about it. I was like, oh yeah, what do you drive? And he flew away. Well played, bird. I'm not in a band. I'm not in a band, but if I was, I think I'd name it Have You Seen This Child? I just feel like with a name like that, people are more prone to accept your flyers. Excuse me, ma'am, have you seen this child? We're pretty good. I feel pretty strongly about this. If you run as fast as you can and you still can't catch the gingerbread man, chances are you don't need another cookie, lard ass. Good.
You got him right here.
My right leg fell asleep the other day. It was funny though because my left leg drew dicks all over it. Right leg was pissed. I abuse winking. I know I abuse winking because some people wink to show affection, and I wink so no one sits by me on the bus. I wear a lot of flannel because I'm pretty butch for a lady. I do though, I wear a lot of flannel. My friend was like, Brad, the 90s called, and I said, I know, they don't text. Writer's block means I can't think of funny things. If I can't think of funny things, I can't be a good comedian. If I can't be a good comedian, I can't get on TV. And if I can't get on TV, I can't get pretty girls to touch me. So in theory, writer's block is cock block. Some people don't like the term midget. They think it's offensive. They prefer little people. Unless you're talking about pickles. You can buy a jar of pickles called Sweet Midgets and it's fine. And I'm glad they stuck with midget on that because I would feel guilty eating a jar of sweet little people.
It's alright. It's not like midnight.
I wonder what it's like when racists fall in love. Like, I wonder if they write each other poetry. Like, roses are red, violets are blue, white people are the best. I'm glad you're also white. Racists can't rhyme, they've never heard rap music. I don't think I'd be a very good parent. Like, if my kids ever talk back to me, I'll be quick to remind them that I totally banged their mom. That's got to be the fastest way to humble an 8-year-old. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Well, you see that pretty little thing making you toaster strudel? I bent her over last night. Wash your hands. If a groundhog comes out of the hole and sees his shadow, it means 6 more weeks of winter. And if that same groundhog comes out of the closet and sees his shadow, it means 6 more weeks of fabulous. Working on that snap all day. It's a pretty gay snap. This is like jazz snaps. There's gay snaps, jazz, gay. Jazz hands are gay, not jazz snaps though. It's like everything over here is gay. There's jazz, location, location, location. I want to start a taxidermy business geared towards children called Kill-A-Bear Workshop. Say you're driving along and you hit something, no more tears from the back seat, strap on your fun caps, kids, we're going to Kill-A-Bear. If a girl gives you butterflies every time you see her, she's pretty special. Unless they're literal jars of butterflies, then that bitch is crazy.
20, 25%, 10%.
I don't know why they call the teeth in the back of your mouth wisdom teeth. I use the ones in the front to judge intelligence. I don't even have great teeth, but I have like Target teeth. You might not know what Target teeth are, but you know Walmart teeth when you see them. I may or may not be speaking from experience, but morning wood and sleepwalking is the best combination for ruining Christmas. All right, thank you so much.